Hello and welcome to this episode of Velocity Kinetics. I do apologise about the rumble of my dishwasher in the background, but not dishwasher, washing machine. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Just wanted to quickly talk about a piece of news I learned about today. I posted it on our Facebook page from Top Gear. They don't normally post Tosh. Volvo, the company that is synonymous with big, luxury, comfortable, practical, and sometimes rocket ship estates and saloons, not making them anymore. SUVs only. Estates, in the UK that is, estates and saloons make up such a small amount of their sales that they're not selling them anymore. And I cannot think of a worse move, in my opinion. I appreciate the numbers don't lie about what they sell, and to be fair, these days when I see a Volvo around, it is less frequently becoming an S60 or a V60. I haven't seen a V90 in God knows how long. I've seen plenty of XC90s, XC60s, C40s, XC40s. I even looked at an XC40 myself a couple of weeks ago in Cambridge. It's ridiculous that it's going. I would like to know what the age breakdown is on those numbers. And before someone goes, oh, you just want to blame boomers. Yes, I do kind of want to blame boomers because they're the ones with all the fucking money. But I would just like to know. As in, is it an older driver generation? As in, is it older drivers dictating that it's SUVs? Is it? And this goes both ways. As in, of the saloons in the States that are bought, is it younger drivers that are buying them? Is it younger drivers that are buying the SUVs? Volvo have moved all. They've done really well under Chinese ownership, under is it Geely? I think it's the same group that owns Lotus, off the top of my head. They've done really well since separating from Ford. And the only thing is, they've gone from being not a cheap alternative to the likes of BMW, etc., but a good priced, very good alternative that was quite a significant amount cheaper, to not any different in many ways in terms of price. And now it's going to be SUVs only, which sucks, because when Sarah passes a driving test, whenever that is, I'd like to get a Volvo saloon or a Volvo estate. And it'd be nice to have the option to have treated myself or ourselves to a new one. Now we can still get an old one, not a problem, older one. But then I know a lot of Volvo's platforms are modular, so you still get on the more recent generations you'll be able to get engine parts, gearbox parts, and so on and so forth. That is not too much of a problem. The issue is choice. I do not want an SUV. If I ever have one, it'll have been a very reluctant choice. Even when Sarah and I went to have another look at a Land Rover the other week. I wouldn't class Land Rover as an SUV. They're a proper 4x4. Granted, I know the Disco Sport has argued how well it does off-road, but it's not an SUV niche, if that makes sense. It's what it's always been. It's not like Suzuki suddenly building a new off-roader. It's not like Ford going into off-roaders and so on and so forth. Whilst they've all had their own forays in the past, like the Samurai and things with Suzuki, and the Ranger, the Maverick in the past, at least in European models with Ford, the whole point is that's not their brand. It's a bit like Mercedes when they first went into doing the M-Class years ago. Their brand was saloons and estates. I'm not even sure the A-Class existed when they went into when they brought out the M-Class. And BMW, big comfy saloons and estates, before they brought out the X5. Audi, hatchbacks, saloons, estates, Quattro. Although that said, with them having Quattro, they should have been, arguably theirs makes the most sense because they had a lot of the 4x4 running gear, just not a 4x4 body. Is this the beginning of the end for the saloon and the estate? I really fucking hope it isn't. I really hope it isn't. Now, from what I see around, now this is based on what I see around where I live near Bury St Edmunds, I see a lot of BMW saloons, estates, Jag saloons. I see a lot of Audis, Mercedes. Still see a lot of Volvos because there was a good Volvo dealer. But see a lot of that type of car still. So fingers crossed that will stay. I suppose I'm disappointed. Very disappointed by the whole thing. Not that, Volvo can do whatever they think they want, because it's not like they can't reintroduce an S60, for example. But I just think it is one of, if not the most backwards moves they could make. And I know the sales numbers don't lie. I think, if I remember the Top Gear article correctly, saloons in the States accounted for less than 20% of Volvo's sales in the last couple of years. Which, if that is all it is, then, like I said, the numbers don't lie. But, God damn it, I wish we didn't have to deal with these SUVs everywhere. People can't drive them. People don't know how to drive them. They cost so much more to replace bits on, because lots of them are running massive tyres. They don't offer any extra load capacity. This table, I know it's a mess, that table barely got in the back of my dad's Ford Cougar. Barely. I got that in the back of my Swace with tons of room to spare, because I got a sofa bed in with it as well. And that's just a Swace, so it's not a very big estate as things go. Octavia is bigger. I think even the Honda Accord, the Honda Civic hatchback is cute in terms of cubic capacity. I think that's nearly bigger. But I guess it's the way it's going to go. I guess I will have to start saving up to get something. Well, I have to start saving up, because when that Swace reaches the end of its lifespan, whether it's the end of its life with me, as in, if I just say, no, don't want it anymore, or the end of its life, it's just not financially viable anymore, I need something, and I sure as fuck am not having an SUV. What do you think about Volvo and this move? Good move, bad move, ambivalent? Let's discuss. But look after yourselves, drive safe.